Okay, guys, we're going to take some time to go over your Chapter 5 review. So I'm just going to kind of talk aloud as I work through these problems, and hopefully that will help you with any questions that you may have on this. All right, so for the first one, it says evaluate the function for the given value. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these values for x and plug them into our function. So for the first one, they did -4 times -3 plus 5. So -4 times -3 is 12, and that's how they got 17. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to plug in -2. So we'll say -4 times -2 plus 5. -4 times -2 is 8. And so our answer is 13. Okay, so we're just going to keep that going. For the next one, -4 times -1 plus 5. So -4 times -1 is 4. So our first answer here would be 9. Okay, 0 is done for us. So for 1, we'll do 4 times 1 plus 5. That's 4 plus 5, which is 9. Oh, excuse me. That was wrong. I missed my negative sign here. -4 times 1 is -4. So our answer here would be 1. So -4 times 2 plus 5 would be -8 plus 5. So our answer here is -3. Okay. So the next one, Ethan is renting a car. It costs $39 per day. Write a function that represents the total. Okay. So for this, x represents the days. This is a linear function. There is no starting amount or b value. Okay, so this 39 right here, that is your m, your rate of change. So our function is going to be f of x equals 39x, and that's it. Okay. All right, for number 3, you can purchase a car for $17,130 or lease it for $285 per month with a down payment of $600. Okay, so this right here is describing a linear function where 285 is the m value and 600 is the b value. So there's your mx plus b. And we want to set it equal to the 17,130 to see how long it takes until this lease equals the cost of the car. Okay, x here equals the number of months. All right, so to solve this, we're going to solve for x. So we need to subtract 600. All right, so let's see, 17,130 minus 600 is 16,530, and then we'll divide by 285. And we divide that, we get 58 exactly, so our answer is 58 months. Okay. For the next one, it says the water depth of a pond is initially 54 inches and decreases at a rate of 0.2 inches per day through evaporation. What will the depth of the pond be after 20 days? Okay, so this first part right here is giving us a starting amount, a b value, and 0.2 is our rate of change, our slope, and the key word here is decreases, so we know that our rate of change will be negative. So let's write a function for this linear model, mx plus b. So the m is going to be a negative 0.2 times x plus 54. Okay, so this is our function for the water. X represents the number of days. So to figure out at 20 days, we're just going to take that 20 and plug it in. So I have negative 0.2 times 20 plus 54. And we get 50 inches here. So our answer is 50. All right, next problem. Number 5. The cost to rent a moving van for a day is an initial cost of $59 plus 35 cents per mile. We are just writing the function here. So we have a starting amount and a rate of change. So this is your M value and this is your B value. So we're just going to plug it into the function. There's a C here instead of an F for f of x, and that's okay. All right, so I have 0.35x plus our starting amount, $59. All right, number 6, bacteria in a bottle are tripling every minute. This right here tells me that we are going to be an exponential model. And that B value will be 3 because of that word tripling. If the number of bacteria in the bottle at 330 is 1, how many bacteria in the bottle at 348? Okay, so 1 is our starting amount. So our function for a times b to the power of x will be 1 times 3 to the power of x. And really we can just write that as 3 to the x. Okay, so now we need to figure out, well, what is x? Because x is in terms of minutes. So how many minutes have gone by from 330 to 348? Okay, well, let's see. That's 18 minutes. So we're going to plug in 18 to our function. So I'll have 3 to the 18th power. This is going to be a really large number. Okay, so let's see. I got 387, 420, 489. So 387,420,489 bacteria. Okay. All right, number 7, the population is decreasing at a rate of 2% per year. If the population is 24,000 today, that's our starting amount. What will the population be in 12 years? Okay, so for this, our B value is going to be 1 minus the rate. And I know it's minus because of this word decreasing. So I'm going to take that rate, 2%, and change it to a decimal. And I would get 0.98. Okay, so when I write my function, I'll have A, 24,000 times B, 0.98 to the power of x. Now to answer my question, I'm going to plug in 12 for x. So 24,000 times 0.98 to the 12th power. We need to do that 0.98 to the 12th power first, and then multiply by 24,000. We should expect a number smaller than our starting population since we're decreasing. And we're going to round to the nearest whole number. So I got 18,833 when I put that in the calculator. All right, next, number 8. The population of a town in North Carolina is modeled by this function. If the initial population is, that is the population when x equals 0, was measured January 1st, 2013, what is the initial population? That's just asking you, do you understand this formula? Our initial population is right there in the equation. You don't have to do anything with that question. Okay. Number 9, the price of a gallon of milk is increasing at a rate of 2% per year. If a gallon of milk costs $2.75, this is our initial cost. How much will the gallon of milk cost in 2019? So here our B value will do 1 plus the rate since we are increasing. So our B value will be 1 plus 0.02, which is 1.02. Our A value is 275. So our function will be A times B to the power of X. X represents years. So we need to check and see how many years have passed from 2014 to 2019. Well, that would be 5. So to answer the question, I need to plug in 5 for that value of X. So now I'm going to my calculator. I'm doing 1.02 to the power of 5 times 2.75, and I get 3.036, and we want to round to the nearest hundredth since this is money. So I would say 3.04. All right, last few questions. An assignment is worth 300 points. This is our starting amount. For each day the assignment is late, the professor deducts 2 points from the assignment grade. This tells me this function is linear with a negative m value since we're deducting. Write a linear function. All right, so f of x will equal a negative 2x plus the starting amount, 300. And we didn't need to evaluate it for any certain number of days, so this is our answer. Okay. 11, the cost to rent a moving van for a day is an initial cost of $59 plus 65 cents per mile. What is the total cost if you drive 600 miles? So for our function, we'll say 0.65 miles plus 59. We'll plug in 600 for x, and then we'll solve this problem. So I'm going to my calculator. I'm typing that in, and I get $449. All right, number 12. The total attendance at a contemporary art museum is modeled by the function, here we go. If the initial total attendance was measured January 1st, 2013, what is the total attendance on January 1st, 2029? Okay, so this problem gives us the function. We just need to figure out how many years have passed from 2029 to 2013. And that'll be 16 years. So that's what we need to plug in for x. All right, this represents growth, so we're expecting an answer bigger than our initial population there. And let's see. Oops, hold on. So I got 28,423.14. We need to round to the nearest whole number. So I would say 28,423. All right. Okay, last question here. Bacteria are quadrupling. This tells me it's going to be exponential. And that B value will be 4 for quadrupling. Every minute, if the number of bacteria in the bottle at 3:30 is 1, how many are in the bottle at 3:41? Okay, so for our function, our initial amount is 1. We multiply it by 4 to the power of x. So I can really just write my function as 4 to the power of x. So how many minutes have passed from 3:41 from 3:30? That would be 11. So we're going to plug in 11, 4 to the power of 11. We're looking for a pretty big answer here. So let's see, we get 4,194,304 bacteria. All right, guys, I hope that helped. If you had any questions on the review, if you need anything else, please don't hesitate to contact me, email me, let me know how I can help you.